Hello, hi, my name is Storm and I'm pregnant. I hope that was the intro you guys needed. In this little bonus video, little in-between video, my 1.5 podcast, we're going to be talking about all the knits that I'm planning to knit for my upcoming child, my unborn baby. I have 11 free patterns right here that I really want to talk about because they're the patterns that I am mainly going to focus on while knitting for my unborn child. As of filming this video, I am still in my second trimester. I am in month 5. To be more specific, I am almost at a full 25 weeks and I'm due end-ish September. Also, since this is technically, I'm gonna put this in as a podcast episode, let me quickly mention what I'm going to be working on. I'm going to be working on my Mariel blouse that I haven't shown on this channel yet. I won't be talking about any other whips or knits or anything in this video, but I just wanted to inform that I'm going to be knitting away at my last sleeve. And other than that, we are gonna have a talk about baby knits. I do want to give a heads up that like a lot of the baby knits in this video are going to be drops, because drops have an amazing library of free baby knits. This is not all of them, this is just some of the ones that I personally find extra attractive, and I haven't even looked through all of them. This is also not like the only things I'll knit for my baby. Like, I think I could potentially think about maybe buying the bear hat. Oh, a scammer is calling me. I'm not gonna take that. The bear bonnet from Pernille Larsen. And yeah, there are other patterns out there that I could potentially think about making. But this is some of the free patterns that I am 100% sure that I'll be making. And then we have some crochet patterns at the very end that I want to mention. I'm gonna move over to this side so we can have pictures up. Also, I think I'm gonna try and blur the face, or at least cover the face of all the babies in this video. Because even though I know, yes, that they are public pictures, and if you click on the links in the description, you will be able to see the faces of the babies. I do not want random children's faces on my channel. I don't even want my own kids' faces on this channel. So I don't even want the faces of babies I don't know on this challenge. It's so hot in here. I hope it's okay, but I'm gonna take off my cardigan. It's not even hand knit, so it doesn't matter. I have 4 proper categories, and then I have a little extra category at the end that's not knit, but it's some stuff that I do want to mention because I found them really cute and they have been stuck on my mind. Let me start out by telling you what categories I have. Also, if you think I'm looking down a lot, that's because I am. My laptop is literally right below the camera right here. I'm gonna be looking down at my notes and at the patterns. I have the categories tops, which is like blouses, cardigans, sweaters, all of that. And then we have the category accessories. Then we have the category bottoms, which is basically just pants, but I wanted to call it bottoms for some reason. And then we have full body as the last category, as the last proper category. We do also have a little category at the very end as a bonus one called stuff toys. Anyway, I feel like this intro has been long enough. I should probably just start mentioning the cute ass projects I have right here that I'm so excited to be making. First pattern I have is a drops design, and it's the Rosy Cheek sweater. I just find this sweater really cute. It's extremely simple, and that's kind of what I like, because then I can take this basic sweater and do whatever I want with it. I can add stripes to it. I can add a motif on the front if I want to. I do prefer having like a basic pattern that I can follow, and I can modify it and change as much as I want. It comes in sizes 0 to 4 years old, and I am probably going to knit the size 1 to 3 months. Yarn Group A, and the yarn they are recommending for this specific pattern is a sport weight yarn, which is pretty good. I do feel like with baby knits, it's good for it to be on a lighter side. I feel like even DK can quickly look really chunky in a baby size sweater. So a sport weight is pretty good. Personally, I have some plans on making this sweater in either some Drops Baby Merino or some 100% cotton. I also think I have some Lana cotton from Yardigan that I could potentially use. I have a lot of yarn put aside for potential baby knits. But yeah, this cute little rosy cheeks sweater is definitely on my plans to knit for baby. And if I remember correctly, there is a button on the back of the shirt or something. Yeah, it does say that you need a button, so there's probably a button on the back of the shirt or something like that. There is no pictures of the back of the shirt. It says that you need a button, so I'm guessing it's button at the back, which is pretty good because babies' circumferences, like sizes, are so weird. Like their heads are so big compared to their body. And my boyfriend is calling me. Okay, I can't remember what we were talking about. My boyfriend just called me. Yeah, also, I don't know why I'm so warm. It's actually insane. I literally had iced coffee right before I started filming this. Do I have anything more to say about the rose cheek sweater from Drops Design? I'm not sure. I don't think so. And that phone call and this heat, I cannot think. So let's just jump right into the next pattern, which is the pattern, the Little Bee cardigan. Little Bee cardigan, also by Drops Design. I have technically already knitted this, and you're going to see it in a future video. But let me give you a sneak peek. If I can find it. I have it right here. I have not added any buttons or weaved in the ends on this one yet, but I have technically already knitted mine, which is like so cute, so adorable. Look at this! And I knitted this up in Drops Baby Merino, and I have the cutest little bear buttons to add to this, but we'll talk about this in a future video. This is supposed to be knitted up in a DK worsted yarn. I knitted it up in Drops Baby Merino, which is a sport weight yarn. Mine is like very newborn-ish sized, but this pattern is made to be knitted up in a bigger size of yarn. Of course, this cardigan gets its name from the cute little embroidered bee on the chest, which I think is absolutely adorable. I'm not a big fan of embroidery, but this was a really easy knit. And again, I think it's so cute. Also, I know that I'm not including any pictures of the kid's face, but if you click on that link and see the face of this baby, oh my god, this baby is adorable. And I don't know if I can see myself knitting another one of these, because like how many cardigans do a little baby actually need? And I do have another cardigan on this list, but it is such a cute design, and it also comes in 0 to 4 years old. And I think that's all I have to say about this pattern. The next pattern that I have to talk about is actually probably one of my like actual favorite patterns on this list. I am so in love with this. This is another cardigan, because I feel like cardigans are so easy with babies, because you don't need to take everything over their head and stuff like that. It's just open and close. This pattern is called Little Daisy. It's so cute. Again, maybe just the pictures of the baby, but like this cardigan, I like it so much. And I'm normally not a big fan of garter knit stitch at all, but there's something about this cardigan that I actually really like the garter stitch. And I do think it's going to be super easy, because again, a cardigan is normally knit entirely flat, and I think this is knit entirely flat. Like, I haven't read through this pattern, but I would almost guess that you knit this in one entire flat piece. Of course, I can't say I haven't knitted this at all, but this is such a cute pattern, and it's suggested in a DK or worsted yarn, and I'm so excited to actually make this one. I don't know, there's something about garter knit stitch. Is that what it's called? Garter stitch, not garter knit. There's something about garter stitch on babies that I found absolutely adorable. I hate it on like things for myself or for like most adult clothing, but for kids, I think it's so cute and so adorable. And again, if you can avoid as much purling as possible, then that's ideal. And yeah, this cute little piece is just, I don't even know what to say about it. It's just so beautiful. I can see myself making this in like maybe some green stripes. Like, I'm very much for this pregnancy and this baby boy that I have in my little tummy, I'm very much leaning over in the greens and the browns, like a lot of earth tones. And I think the fact that he's going to be an early fall baby is also really bringing me into like all of those earth tones. Anyway, let me move on to the next one, to the next pattern, which is, surprise, surprise, not a drops pattern. I tried to also make sure I found some non-drops related patterns. This pattern is called Wee Lima by Tyga Hilliard. Tyga Hilliard. I'm not good at names. I think this is the Danish designer because this pattern only comes in either English or Danish. But even in Danish, I'm not entirely sure how I would pronounce this person's name. Tyga Hilliard is my final guess. Anyway, this pattern is so cute. And this is another pattern that I have technically also already knit, and you'll see it in a future video. I have yet to add any of the buttons, but right here, I knit my version up in an entirely cotton yarn. And I did also do some modifications to my version of this pattern. But I love the like buttons up along the raglan increase. And if you're wondering, this pattern is recommended for worsted yarn, so it is a really quick knit. Like, I was surprised by how quick I knitted mine up. It's not gonna take very long, and it's so adorable. We were interrupted again by my boyfriend. You would almost think that man loves me and wants to talk to me constantly. We were talking about the Wee Lima sweater. And again, this is such a nice basic sweater where you can literally do anything you want. Like, you can add stripes to it, you can do it in one color, you can use color variated yarn, you can add a motif on the front if you want to. I even think there are examples in the actual pattern listing of people like adding motifs and stuff like that. That's the last pattern I had in the tops category. I know that wasn't a lot, but this is going to be a realistic list for me to make, and compared with all the other baby clothes that I've already gotten, I don't think that I need to knit that much. Anyway, let's go into some accessories. In general, I do just want to knit some socks for my baby. So literally just any socks, I don't care. I do have one specific sock pattern, and that's just because I've already used this sock pattern, and I will show you. This is the Party Kicks socks. The sizes go from 1 month to 4 years old, and the yarn that it recommends, I think, is a DK yarn. This is, of course, also by Drops Design. And I have already knitted this pattern. Yes, I know, this. Now, the only thing is, I think this is supposed to be the 1 to 3 months old. I think this looks pretty huge. Instead of using Fiesta, which is recommended in the pattern, I ended up using extra fine merino from Drops. But I don't really care about the size because this is not indoor socks at all. Like, this is a DK sock for a baby. This is outside sleeping socks for me. I do just think it's like super cute and super nice. And I can see myself knitting a few more pairs of these outside DK sleeping socks. Just because you can never have too many outside socks for baby. I do also want to try and find a DK, no, not a DK, a fingering sock pattern for kids. Because I would also prefer, like, when we go into the winter months, for him to be able to just wear wool socks while he's inside and not just have these huge ass outside socks. Then the next one is actually not a pattern at all, but just like a call out to see if you guys can help me. I really want to knit some baby mittens because he's going to be an autumn baby. So it's going to start getting cold when he comes out. In general, when babies come out, they are just a little bit cold. So if you have any baby mittens, easy baby mittens, and recommendations, please put them in the description because I could really use that. I know for a fact I want to knit some baby mittens. Like the mittens where they don't even have thumbs because they don't need the thumbs. Because I would definitely need that for when he has to go sleep outside and when we go on walks with him here in the fall and the winter. If you have any mittens patterns, and I could probably check Drop's website and find some mittens patterns if I wanted to. But I also wanted to see if you guys knew of any cute mitten patterns. The next I have on my list of accessories is, this is such a cute, this is also one I have already made, is the Sea Monkey baby hat by, either it's by Boho Knits or Kelly McClure. I think it's Kelly McClure. But yeah, the sea monkey baby hat. I have technically already made this. I don't have it on me right now. I think it's over in the baby drawer. But this is such a cute and such an easy little pattern to make. It's such a simple pattern. Like, you don't have to read much into it. There's also 3 variants. There's like 3 different rims for the hat you can do. You can either do garter stitch, ribbing, or rolled up hem. And again, there isn't a lot to the pattern. Like, when you actually look at the pattern, you'll be like, whoop, that wasn't a lot of information. But you honestly don't need a lot of information. Like, all the information that you need is there. And the yarn is recommended to be worsted. And I'm pretty sure I did make mine in worsted. The last pattern I have that I want to make here in the accessories is the garter bonnet by either they are called Destiny Meyer or they are called Nifty Knitting. I think the person is called Destiny Meyer, and I think they published this on their blog called Nifty Knittings. So, but yeah, this is such a simple bonnet, like almost those elf bonnets with the cute little tippy top. This is also recommended to be worked up in a worsted yarn. And yeah, I just think it looks so cute. There are a lot of free bonnets on Ravelry that you can find for babies, and this is just the one that I decided to highlight here in this video. And I feel like this would be such a quick little knit. This comes from newborn all the way up to 3 years old. Oh, I think I forgot to say the sea monkey hat sizes. The sea monkey baby hat also comes from newborn all the way up to 12 months old. That's everything I had in the accessories category. Next up, I have the bottoms category. We only have 2 things in this category, but I think that's okay. The first one is a drops design, which is called First Impression Pants, which is this cute little rib pants for babies. And it comes in the sizes preemie to 4 years old. And the recommended yarn is a sport weight. The recommended yarn is a sport weight. Ooh, I have the perfect yarn to be able to make this. But yeah, this is just some simple rib pants. I'm not entirely sure how useful it will be. If you do, like me, knit in the Northern Hemisphere, then I feel like some light wool pants would be great for the winter. This is such a cute pattern. And again, it's free, so I can't complain. And if you're not into the whole rib look, then you need to check out the next pattern that I'm gonna recommend, which is the, I feel like this is a German word that I cannot pronounce, Hosenmatz by Mayum Kelisiak and Antje Litzman. Well, I'm not good at German. I don't speak any German. Anyway, it's this cute, really cute little pants. And I almost feel like I preferred this a little bit more than the drops pattern. There's just something about it where I feel like it looks a lot better constructed. Like, there's something about the construction around the booty that I feel like works a lot better. Anyway, the yarn recommended for this is a fingering weight. So just a little bit thinner than what was recommended for the drops pattern. But I do see myself maybe potentially more likely be knitting this than the drops pattern. Because there's something about this where I just feel like it looks so much cuter. Also, the sizes for these pants come in the sizes from newborn all the way up to 12 months. So you definitely have a good size range. I would potentially knit either the 1 to 3 months old or the 4 to 7 months. Actually, I think I'm more likely to knit the 4 to 7 months. Because when I would put my kids in woolen pants, which I would knit these in some light wool, would be more in the winter months. And he is going to be around 3, 4, 5 months in the winter months. So I feel like 4 to 7 months would be the perfect size for him. But that's all I had for bottoms. I just had some cute little pants that I wanted to show you guys. And then it's time to move on to, I think, our last proper category with knit patterns, which is the full body category. Now, in this category, it's 2 drops patterns. I saw the Selma sleeve suit from Petite Knit and almost entirely fell in love with that. But I really didn't want to go out and buy a petite knit pattern. So instead I found this pattern. This is the Playdate pattern by Drops Design. It is a full body like play suit, a sleep suit kind of thing. And it's worked entirely in garter stitch. And just like the Selma pattern, it has the hood. Now I would probably do some changes to the hood in this pattern because it looks really oversized, but it has a hood. And if you like the flaps there are at the ends of the Selma sleep suit, I feel like it would be super easy to just figure it out yourself to do. But I also feel like if you have some good socks on your baby and you have some mittens, then they don't really need the flaps for the hands and the feet. This is made with 2 yarns held together. Drops Alpaca, which is their A group yarn, which is a sport weight. Oh, I technically have enough yarn right now to be able to make this. I feel like the biggest problem for me would probably be figuring out whether or not I want to make this in the 1 to 3 month old size or the 6 to 9 month old. Because I would prefer something in between those sizes. Like if they had a 4 to 5 months size, I would choose that one. I completely forgot to say what sizes this cute little sleep suit comes in. It comes in 0 months to up to 4 months old. And you don't need that much yarn. You don't need that much yarn. I technically have enough yarn right here, right now to be able to make this. This is dangerous, guys. This is dangerous. Anyway, I feel like this is so cute. And again, I am 100% going to make this. I just think I'm gonna maybe try and size down just a little bit the hood. Because I don't want my baby to be drowning in their hood. But other than that, I feel like this pattern looks absolutely perfect. And it's a really good replacement from the Selma sleep suit if you don't want to pay for the sleep suit pattern, which I don't want to do. Especially not when there's like really good options for free patterns that almost serve the same purpose. Because like Drops have a ton of sleep/play suits. So even if you don't like this one, you can go check out. There's some other cute ones on. It's just not ones that I am planning on making. Anyway, the last proper knit pattern that I have to show in this video, not the last pattern, but the last knit pattern is, I love the name of this one, Little Fern Romper. I feel like this is so cute. This comes in sizes 0 to 4 years old, and it is made up in a sport weight yarn. Now, my only problem is that I'm not entirely sure when I would be making this. I feel like this would be so cute if I changed it up a little bit and made it like long, like made the legs long. If I could change this up just a little bit and add some proper legs, then that would be really good. Then this would be perfect. I'm absolutely in love with this pattern. It's so cute. I just don't know when I would put my kid in a merino, a romper, where the legs aren't covered. I'm not really sure what situation I would do that in, but maybe this could be really, really good for the fall. And then I just need to get my hands on some cute, not leggings, what is it called? Stockings? I think it's called stockings. That he can wear underneath this, because I do feel like this is such an adorable pattern. I feel like I've been talking forever and I keep getting hotter and hotter. And this is just supposed to be a cute, short little video. So let me quickly wrap this up with the last category, which is stuffed toys. I have 2 cute patterns in here. One is by Drops Design and one is not by Drops Design. But both of these are crochet patterns and not knit patterns. So if you do not crochet, this is not interesting for you guys at all. But if you do crochet, I have to show you these 2 cute patterns that I really want to make my baby boy. Let's start out with the Drops Design pattern. Do you know when you see something that's slightly ugly, but you do think it's so cute? That's how I feel about Bob the dinosaur. Like, is this the best amigurumi stuffed toy crochet pattern you've ever seen? Absolutely not. But do Bob look really cute? Huh? Yes. Yes, Bob looks really cute. And I would absolutely love to make a cute little Bob. Now, the actual yarn recommended for this, I think, is DK size, but with this kind of stuff, it doesn't matter. I'm probably gonna take either some chenille yarn or some velvet yarn and crochet a cute little bob. Who knows? But I'll crochet a cute little bob. I just find this so adorable. Get ready to see a bob on the channel at some point in the future. And of course, this is entirely free. This is an entirely free pattern. It says it's worked nose to tail with one seam. I don't really know what that means. I'm guessing that means that it's like low seaming, which I don't really care about. I personally don't mind having to seam because I do like sewing. But yeah, there's something about Bob that I'm absolutely in love with. And again, for this baby boy, I'm really into the browns and the greens, and I'm really into dinosaurs. Like brown, green, and dinosaurs have just been like, even before I knew it was a boy, I was like in that mindset of like, oh my God. Like just, I think, even before I even got pregnant, there's just been something about brown, green dinosaurs that's been attracting me. So seeing this cute little T-Rex dinosaur for free on Drop's website, I was like, I have to make that for my baby. Now, the very last pattern that we are gonna talk about is again, not a Drops design, so please be proud of me. But it is a really small design, but also a rather cute design. This is also not a free design, but I do want to mention it anyway. Have you ever heard about the small pocket dragon? Because if you haven't, let me introduce you. This pattern is called, like I just said, Small Pocket Dragon, and it's from Amanda Ray, and it's just so cute. The original dragon is recommended to be made in an Aran size yarn, but again, with stuff like this, the yarn size doesn't really matter. But I do find it so cute and so adorable. Like in my mind, I can just imagine like me making this and putting it on my baby while he sleeps, and he just have like this cute little friend laying on him. I am so ready to be making this dragon. And I don't even care that I have to pay for it. I don't care. It looks super easy, and I am so down for this dragon. And I do feel like I could easily make multiple. Like I could maybe make some for my step kits as well, so like all three have cute matching dragons. Imagine those dragons. I tried to make an Imagine Dragons pun. Why did I try to make an Imagine Dragons pun? Shame, Storm, shame. So warm, and I really wanted to have my glasses on. But yeah, that was the very last pattern that I wanted to talk about. Again, this isn't the end all be all of all the knit patterns slash a little bit of crochet patterns that I want to make. Like I am so ready or down to either add some things, or if I find some replacements, replace some things on this list. But right now, this is like the patterns I'm feeling really confident and sure about me making. And again, there are some other patterns I could potentially add on to this list that aren't free, and there are some other free patterns that I could also potentially add on to this list. But right now, this is the pattern list that I feel like I can definitely get through, at least the majority of this, before baby boy comes in the end of September. I hope you can maybe use some of these designs. And if you have any free or paid baby patterns that you are absolutely in love with, please put them down in the descriptions. I am so ready to see all the cute baby patterns. I know there are so many really, really cute patterns out there, especially when you pay for them. I just wanted, for the sake of this video, to make a free version. And honestly, I am so excited to have a child that I, at least for the next couple of years, until they start telling me whether or not they hate the things that I make them, or maybe they love it and want me to continue. But at least for the next couple of years, I have this cute little baby that I can be knitting a bunch of things for and just shower them in love of self-made gifts. I think the only thing that I am a little bit, of course, I can make dresses for him if I really want to. But that's probably the only thing, is that there are so many cute knit dresses out there. And I think one other thing that I need to make, because my boyfriend literally asked me to make it for our baby, is one of those crochet jellyfish with all the tentacles. That's not what it's called, but the dangly bits that jellyfish has. He really wants our baby to have something that he can grab onto while he lays in his crib. There's so many cute things. I want another child purely for knitting purposes. Or I need to start knowing people who also want kids so I can knit for them. I need to pee. I have barely, I think I did 2 rounds on this sleeve while we were talking, which is not a lot because I think I've been talking for almost an hour. Hopefully this video is not almost an hour long. Hopefully I cut it down a lot because I know I ramble a lot, like you can see right now. But hopefully I cut it down a lot. Give me all your cute baby recommendations, knit recommendations in the description. No, you can't put things in the descriptions. I can. In the description, I'm gonna put the links to all the patterns that I have been talking about. In the comments, you guys can share some cute baby patterns. Literally any. Free or not free, I don't care. I hope you liked my short little list of, I think, only 11 free knit patterns. I think in total I've talked about 13 patterns, only 11 of them being knits and only 12 of them being free. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and if you want to support me, please click the first link in the description, which is the link to my Ko-fi, where you can give me a little tip if you want to. And what else do I have to say other than, again, I'm really happy that you watched this video. In the future, there will come out a little knitting challenge video to see how much baby clothes I can actually knit in 24 hours. Like, is baby clothes actually as fast as we think it is to knit? And you've already seen some of the baby clothes I have made in that challenge. So that's really fun. Thank you so much for watching. I really mean it. It's crazy that people want to listen to me ramble. I'm gonna go pee now. Even though I peed like 20 minutes ago, I need to pee again. Pregnancy. But I'm sure you don't want to hear about that. So I'm gonna go, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, evening, morning, whatever time you see this in. And that's all. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you, bye.